We are going to explain.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today,
Good afternoon, everyone.
we are going to explain about the STM project that is
We are
GMinsta,
to explain
mini social media
about
app.
this
These
GIA
slides,
mini social media
these
app.
slides outline
These
a project
slides,
called GMinsta,
these slides outline a project called GMinsta,
social media
which
application.
is a mini or a simplified social media application. The project is primarily designed as an educational tool to help studies or beginners understand how the real world software is built without getting lost in the massive complexity of platforms like Instagram or Facebook. Here is the breakdown of the three sections. That is, first comes the project overview and
ఎక్కువ వస్తాయి
introduction,
ಓಯ್
the concept.
ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ನಿಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ
Network slow.
Mean the network slow.
In the network slow.
ನಂದಲ್ಲ ನಿಂದೆ
Nandala Ninde.
ನೋಡಿ
I am Kritika. Today we are going to explain about the STM project, that is GMinsta Smart Social Networking Platform, that is social media app. These slides outline a project called GMinsta, which is a mini or simplified social media application. The project is primarily designed as an educational tool to help students or beginners understand how the real world software is built without getting lost in the massive complexity of platforms like Instagram or Facebook. Here is the breakdown of the three sections, such as a project overview. Secondly comes the project, that is problem statement of the project. Lastly comes the core objectives. Firstly comes the project overview and introduction. The concept. The GM Insta is a lightweight platform that focuses on the core experience of the social network. Key features are it includes essential interactions such as connecting with users, sharing posts, liking, commenting, and messaging. The goal is rather than just building a fun app, the focus is on software engineering principles. It's a practical exercise in system design and modular architecture, that is breaking the app into manageable parts and database. Next comes the problem statement. ನಾ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೇನಿ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್.
ಹ್ಞೂ
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kritika, and we are going to explain about this STM project, that is GM Insta, the mini social media app. Firstly, these slides outline a project called GM Insta, which is a mini or simplified social media. I am going to explain the project overview, the introduction, problem statement, and the core objectives. Firstly comes the introduction. Then also allows users to connect, post, interact through likes and comments, and communicate by doing the messages. The project helps students understand the real world applications. Next comes the problem statement. These slides identify a specific gap in learning, that is complexity barrier and the solution. Complexity barrier. Existing platforms like the real Instagram are too massive and resource heavy for a student to study or replicate effectively. The solution is there is a need for a simplified system that demonstrates how the gates of the social network turn without the overwhelming back, background noise of the high level enterprise features. Next comes the core objectives. The project aims to achieve five specific milestones, that is functional platform, to create a version of the app that is actually working. Next comes the security. Implement authentication, that is logging in, and authorization, that is controlling what a user is allowed to see or do. Thirdly comes the interactivity. The interactivity that ensure users can actually engage with content. Next comes the process. Apply the process means applying the full software engineering lifecycle from planning to deployment. Practically, it provides GM Insta, the mini social media app, this project provide a hands-on experience that moves beyond theoretical textbook learning. Short summary is GMinsta is a starter kit project. It's meant to take the abstract concepts of software development and turn them into a tangible working application that covers all the basics of the modern web system. Next will be continued.
Now I'm going to explain the scope of the application. The application supports the users register login mostly. I'm Nisha. Now I'm going to explain the scope of the application. The scope of the application is that the user can register and log in the futures, and they can post content like posters, photos. They can and comment on the posters and images, so they can send the message to other persons. So it is a basic social media type. So this learning process asks the users. Next is a system overview. Next is system overview. System has three main parts. Next one is front-end, back-end database. The front-end what user need, like the website interface. This back-end processor user request like logic. Database stores the data like users, post messages, user profiles. So user interact with the front-end. Next request goes to the back-end. And back-end communicate with the database. So database is returned and shown to the users. Next one is system architecture. It is a three-tier architecture. Presentation layer, application layer, data layer. Presentation layer, user interface. Like example web pages. Application layer handles the business's logic. Example login, validation, post and view. Data layer means it stores and manage the data. For example, database. So it is a benefit. So easy to maintain and easy to update and scale. Clear separation of responsibilities. Next one is technology stack. Front-end, back-end database, API testing are the technology stack. Technology stacks are the front-end, back-end databases and API testing. Front-end has the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It is used to design the user interface. Back-end Node.js and Express.js to handle the server-side logic. Database MongoDB store the user data, post messages. API testing. So Postman client user to test the backend API. These are the tools are the popular because it is easy to learn, fast development. Next we'll continue by
I am Salina. I am going to explain the database design. The database includes the collections such as user posts, comments, and messages. Relationships are maintained using the unique identifiers like foreign key and primary key. And the NoSQL structure provides the flexibility in storing the data like we are storing the multiple data. Next slide. Functional requirement. The functional requirement means what the system should be performs, like the user, what this functional in ಮತ್ತೆ functional requirement पे what the system should be do, like user registration and login, create, edit, delete the post, like and comment on the post, and send and receive the message, and View the user profiles. Next slide. Data flow means how our system is working, like how the JSON and Express will be working on. Like user send the request, the server process like the backend and the database interaction like MongoDB and response return to the database like front end. This is flow ensure the proper handling of all the operation in the system. Next will be continued by Pragati. ಗಿಮಿಂದ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್
ಹ್ಞೂ
So myself Pragati PH. Now I'm going to explain about security features. So for the security features, implement the user authentication to verify and identify user's password encryption for secure data storage, provide role-based access control, ensures only authorized users can access or modify the data. So it protects the system from unauthorized access and the data breaches. Next, advantages. It is a simple and easy to understand system design, lightweight and fast performance, supports real-world practical implementation, and it is also helpful for learning full-stack development concept, which is easy to modify and extend. Limitations. Lack advanced feature like scalability and analytics. Basic UI design. They're not suitable for large scale application. Requires future improvements and optimization. It is limited security enhancement compared to real world systems. Next, future enhancement. So add multimedia sharing, implement notification, use advanced framework like React and all. Then it is can be integrated AI-based recommendation and more we can improve UI UX design.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
Conclusion. Conclusion. So finally, GMinsta successfully demonstrate the development of mini social media platform using software engineering principles. It provides a strong foundation for understanding real-world application development. Thank you.